Hello, everyone. We are going to talk about time today. Is time objective and measurable, or is time subjective? If it depends on people. Hello, Emre. Do you think time is subjective or objective?
I think it's what do you mean by subjective or objective?
Like, for example, some people say that if they are enjoying the thing they are doing, time passes fast. But if they are in a boring class or if they are doing something that isn't that's boring. So time it is the time where it feels like time stopped.
Yeah, I agree with that. When I'm working, it feels like time doesn't pass. I'm counting the minutes, even seconds sometimes, and yeah, it feels like ages, man. But when I not reach, then suddenly the day has passed and I'm ready to go to bed for the next day. So yeah, it's really subjective, I think. And if we are doing something we enjoy, it passes much faster than when we are doing that we something that we don't enjoy. And yeah, what do you think? Have you also experienced this in your life in some points, part of your life? Can you tell us about it? How and why and what?
Sure, like all my life, I have experienced it, and also I believe time is subjective and depends on the thing that I'm doing right now or at that time. Uh, if I'm doing something I enjoy, something I like, something with the loved ones, time passes very quickly. But if I sometimes I do enjoy working, but it depends on the job. If it's a boring job, it's it's a killing pain. Like it's not cool working at a job that you hate. Uh, so, what are the metrics uh, you feel like time passes quickly? Like it can be locations. For example, if you are traveling, if you are in, I don't know, in a particular city with particular person, uh, what city or what place do you enjoy having the time, and what person is your favorite person to spend time with, and that time passes quickly with him or her?
Okay, you asked a lot of questions very quickly. Let's start with the first one. How do you like? What are the metrics that?
You measure time. You, you measure your subject.
Yeah. That's the. Yeah, what are the metrics? I want to say when you are enjoying the time that it passes quickly, but I don't think that's the only metric there. The only thing that affects the perception of time. Because when I'm traveling between cities, like when I'm going to our home city, Konya, like 5 or 4 hours seems like a very, very long time when I'm in a train. But let's say when we are in Istanbul, when I'm going somewhere, it takes 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And I'm coming back, it takes another 2 hours. So it's almost the same time. But for some reason, when I'm in the city, when I'm here, it feels like it's less time. And maybe it's because we're like changing from bus to metro and whatever, and we're not only sitting and waiting for the time to pass. That could be the reason, but of course I'm not sure. And the obvious answer is like if you're enjoying the time, then it will be faster. And well, what was the second question?
Your favorite place and favorite person you like spending time.
I mean, my favorite place is my house. And my favorite, I mean, it's not a person, but God. Yeah. What about you?
So after that answer, I cannot say more. If I don't say God, like what do I mean? you know. But beside God, I like spending time with my family, of course. But after some period of time, especially if I spend too much time with them, like I delay my responsibilities, I delay my work, so it's not an healthy thing for me to spend so much time with them. But I do enjoy uh, going out with them, having some time with them, and also my I have close friends like you. I like spending time visiting you. I like being in Istanbul, right, like right now. Uh, so uh, in those times, time passes really quickly. But if I'm with people whom I don't like, I don't hate anybody, but some people are not just my cup of tea, and I don't enjoy spending time and being around them. So it's the time where it feels like that time has stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens to me when I'm in a classroom, when I'm at school. Of course, after the lesson, when we are chilling with friends, it's nice. And when I'm working, then yeah, I feel like I'm not doing anything to benefit myself, and that's why it doesn't pass. But even if it's hard, even if you don't like it sometimes, when you are when you think you are benefiting yourself or your future or yeah, anybody that you care about, then that's also a position where time passes faster than normal, I think. And yeah, it all comes back to your purpose, man. If you are moving along your purpose, time will be in the favor. And I mean, I'm not sure if it's good that time passes fast because you also need to live your day, if you know what I mean. So it's not that we, I say that it's good to have time pass fast, fly by. So maybe that's the thing of the world. It needs to be balanced. Some days it needs to be fast. Some days it needs to be slow, and some days it just needs to be as it is, like normal. Yeah, now that I think about it, that's good logic, man. Maybe that's the balance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you have anything to say about this?
Yeah, it leads to like some most of the people say advice that live in the present. But how do we live in the present all day every day? Like we are not animals. Uh, we are not living only for our fates and desires. We are living for our goals, our enjoyments at the same time. Like, and we have our past regrets also. So the human beings cannot be living in the present, in my opinion. So you need to have the balance of living in the present, learning from the past, and aiming for the future. Do you know what I mean? So it's not easy. It's difficult. It's something I try to do on my own, but I believe living in the present is not a very good advice. You should consider you should live in the present, of course, but you shouldn't be forget about you should be forgetting about the past and forgetting about the future. Like you need to have the balance. You need to use your regrets and act accordingly, and you need to have your vision to move forward.
No, of course, but I don't think that's what they mean by live in the present because Of course, you are not supposed to forget your past and forget about the future. I think what they mean by that is that some people, I mean, I've done that too sometimes, they are fully focused on the past, let's say, and they live in the days like 5 years ago. If I had not didn't, if I had not done that, today would be different. If that didn't happen, today would be like this and that. And they only spend their time on thinking about the past, and they can't live the future. So of course you shouldn't forget your past or your future, and you should think about your future. And the same could be said about the future, because some people, and I've also done that, so I'm working on it too. They think, okay, when this happens, when I reach this goal, then okay, then I will be like very happy. And they reach that goal, they have another goal, and they constantly are reaching for their goals they don't have right now, and that's why they can't enjoy the things they have right now. And yeah, I think this is what they mean by live in the present, because of course you need to have goals, you need to have taken past experiences into account when you are doing things today. And I support that claim, man. I think living in the present is what we are supposed to do, but not like the way you said it. Not like forget the past, forget the future, and just focus on your pleasures for today. That's not what I mean. But living in the present is important.
Yeah, I see your point. You are right. Living living in the present helps you to acknowledge time and helps you get more in that time. I totally agree with that.
And then there's another thing that has a big effect on time, and that's our age. And I think we have all realized that as we get older, the time passes faster. Like I remember when I was a kid, I was like 5 years old, and a year was like very, very long, man. A year was the biggest amount of time I could imagine. But now it passes along like it's a month, man. I mean, I wake up and we're a year further. Like it's become weird. Maybe it has to do with the pandemic and all that stuff they were pushing on us, but that's another story. And that we lost the perception of time. But even if we leave all that out of the picture, I think the older we get, the faster the time passes. And there were also studies about this, if I'm not wrong. I mean, I'm not sure who and what, but I've heard that because a year takes less.
Feels like less time.
Yeah, the reason it feels like less time is because it's a smaller percentage of our life. Like if we are like 2 years old, it's 50% of our life. But if we're 10 years old, it's like 10% of our lives. And that decreases as we get older. And that's also a reason that time feels like it's passing faster. Well, it is the same, man.
Yeah, and it makes me sad because according to this calculation, we have we have spent the we have spent half of our lives, like if we when now we are 20 23 24, we, with that theory we've spent maybe more than our uh, may, half of our lives. So it's kind of sad, man. What is the solution that you make the most out of those times when you get older? Like maybe you could say experiences to mm, help to get more efficient with your time, or technological improvements like robots and AI can save you a lot of time. What do you think about those topics and areas about in particular time?
I mean, I'm not sure what do you really mean that we give our jobs to those like AI, for example, and that we have more time on our hands? Did you mean that?
When you have experiences in the past, you can act uh, you can act with the lessons that you took from those experiences. So you can spend your time more wisely, more efficiently, uh, in my opinion. So do you think that it's helpful to get more experiences when we are young, when time passes slowly, but when we are old, when time passes faster and more quickly, but we have the we have the capability, we have more capabilities to manage our time and our work and our thoughts. Do you get me?
I didn't really understand the question. Like, you asked if you think it's important to get the experiences early on in our life. Is that the question?
Yeah, you get the experiences when we said that when we are young, time passes slowly, right? But when we are older, time passes quickly. So we should use our time more efficiently when we are old.
But according to that calculation, we shouldn't waste our time now because it's more important in our lives. But experience is wasting
How can
because, yeah, of course, experience isn't wasting, but like when you are experiencing, you are failing, you aren't enjoying the moment probably. But no, yeah, of course, man. Yeah, nah, I don't know.
okay? We are not on the same page for this one.
I didn't really understand it, but I'm not sure what the actual question was. But uh, like I couldn't respond properly to it.
Yeah, it's time is kind of deep topic to talk about, and everybody has their own opinions and thoughts. Okay, we can jump on the other sides of the topic we are going to talk about. As you can see in the world and today's day and age, technology has been very big, like in the past, and now AI comes over and other things, robotics comes over. Does does do these things help you manage your own time and save your time, make you save your time and m- make you able to make you be able to manage your own time?
I mean, I don't think so. Why? Because of course, like AI is helpful if you are in the business with writing, or I don't think it has like a really um like what can you use it for? I mean, I'm not sure. Of course, you can use it in companies and things like that. It's good for the owner, but what are the employees gonna do? We, I mean, if everyone is an employer, who is gonna be consumer? Yeah, the consumer. Who's gonna be the consumer? Abi?
The consumers are remaining the same, but it helps creators, it helps producers to uh, save time. Like for example, you are in the cooking business. Let's just not say AI, but there have been technological improvements about baking. For example, there are ovens now. In the past, it was more difficult to bake. I don't know, a cake, but now it's like you set the time. For example, for 20 minutes. I don't know, but After 20 minutes, it stops, so you don't have to check time all the time. So it helps you do things quickly, I believe. This is the thing I'm talking about. It's like AI also can help m- with many aspects. I don't know, like in your area, but for especially white collar jobs right now, it's they are in danger. I believe, like accountants, the AI can easily do the accountant job.
White color? Why are racist now?
I'm not racist, man. Like white collar and blue collar. Haven't you heard about it?
What is blue color? Come on.
Blue collar means like the workers working on the streets and working in the factories.
Yes, okay, I get you now.
Okay. So what do you think?
I don't know, man. I don't have enough information about this topic, so I'm not sure.
All right, then let's leave it to the listeners. And
And I have a question for you. Hey, Mitten, do you think it's possible to time travel?
well, time travel. It's a difficult question, and I don't know, man. Like I was not ready for this question, but I believe that it's possible, but I don't believe that we are going to see it in our lives. We I don't believe we will experience it. Would you want to experience the time travel?
Yeah, I would want to, and I want to think it's possible, but I don't think it's possible. And
Why?
it seems, but if we imagine like it's a time frame and everything is now and now is everything, then it should be possible, like theoretically, theoretically, whatever. But I mean, yeah, maybe we could go to a stage where we don't experience time, like to another dimension or something. But with the physical body, I don't think we can build a time machine and go to like 1950. Yeah, let's hand the word to Mitten and let's end the thing for today.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable episode. We have talked about time. It's a much deeper topic than what we've talked about. But those are our opinions, and we try to add some humor to our episodes. If you guys like it, thumbs up and let us know to for us to continue this kind of episodes. And we care about your opinions. So take care. See you on the next episode.